guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I am so excited to be making a video for you guys. I feel like I haven't been in front of a camera like this in such a long time. As you guys know, a few weeks ago I did say I was going away and I just got back, so I don't even think I posted anything to let you guys know. Unless you follow me on Instagram, you know exactly where I went. But for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I was just in the UK. So I went to go spend some time with my sister who actually lives out in the UK. So I actually landed in London, which was my first time being there. We spent the weekend in London and then we went to where she lives in Bristol. So it was really, really nice. I had so much fun. And then we also went to Scotland, which was really crazy because I've never been there. And it's always been one of those places that I've been on my bucket list and never thought I'd go this soon. But I had such an amazing time. My trip was everything. And I'm so, so happy that I was able to do that and kind of start my year that way. So I'm back and I will be bringing back my curls very soon because we are finally getting a haircut. Not today, but at some point next week we're gonna be getting a haircut. I need to trim so bad. I've been complaining about my ends for so long. But since we still have our braids in, I need you guys to look at my scalp. I don't know if this video is gonna do it justice, but guys, I have so much buildup. I have learned that my scalp is very bougie. I have made her the type of scalp that is accustomed to being washed, deep conditioned, cared for often, and it's been approximately 15 days since I've washed my hair. So that's something that's very unusual for me. So my scalp is a little bit confused. She's like, hello, like you gotta wash me. So today we're actually gonna go ahead and wash our braids for the first time since I've gotten them. So I did do knotless braids in before my trip. I did it that Tuesday before my trip, so I want to say the 11th, and yeah, I have been absolutely obsessed with them. They came out gorgeous. I'm gonna do a little video sharing my thoughts on these braids and how long they last and all of that. But with that said, we need to go ahead and start washing this because yeah, my scalp is not okay. So I am gonna be using the Tea Tree Tingle from Trader Joe's because I do want that like minty feel on my scalp. If I did have some of the what's the brand called, the Eden Body Works Tea Tree shampoo, I would use that instead because it's a little bit more minty. But we'll go with the Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle. And yes, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I am gonna go ahead and probably hop in the shower and just like wet my scalp a little bit with a spray bottle, and then actually I don't even think I need to hop in the shower for that. I'll use a spray bottle, probably do it right here, and then rinse it off in the shower. I am going to condition all of that as usual, but I don't think I need to actually hop in the shower for the first part because you don't want to go ahead and saturate all of your hair because it gets really heavy. You want to just spray your roots and then go in with some shampoo and then rinse it off in the shower and continue whatever routine you do. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, keep on watching. Okay guys, so I cannot find my spray bottle, like for the life of me. So I just don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna just add some water to my scalp. I know that's so ratchet, but I don't really have spray bottles like that because my hair is so thick that I find it easier for me to just saturate my hair in water, like literally douse the shower head on my hair. Because if not, when it comes to refreshing, like I cannot just refresh like that. Like my hair takes years to get wet. So in order for me to actually wet my hair, I have to do the most. So anyways, I'm gonna start with this little section right here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some water. I'm gonna just, with the sink, I'm gonna go like this because I'm ratchet. So nothing crazy, just to make sure my scalp's a little wet. I am gonna go section by section because I have a lot of hair, so I don't wanna do the most. So this is obviously the shampoo we're using, the Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle. Ideally, I would have a little squeezy bottle where I could actually, just add about this much. Go in between the parts. But like I was saying, I ideally would have like a little squeezy bottle where I could just dilute it and just add some shampoo and water and just add it directly to my scalp. But your girl doesn't have any of those right now. Get underneath. I'm gonna just go ahead and get it on my scalp first and then make our way through our. Okay, so I don't know why my camera just cut me off, but I was just working the shampoo through my hair and then it just cut to the next scene. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but anyways, I went ahead and shampooed all of my hair just where I was standing, and then I went in the shower and just rinsed the first part off. Once I rinsed the first part off, I did go back in and shampoo again. I did do about 3 shampoos. I have no shame in my game because I feel like I had a lot of buildup, so I went back in. And even with that, I do feel like I still had a little bit more buildup. So I went back into like the perimeter of my hair and kind of just tapped in on those areas as well. So around this time, my camera was getting foggy, so I'm going to make this part quick. I did go in with the Moroccan Oil Conditioner. Let me tell you guys a little bit about Moroccan Oil. It was a brand that I was using when I was actually still straightening my hair, and I'm going to revisit it now that my hair is curly. I'm going to talk about it more once I show you guys my curls again, because I did use it for my blowout routine. And guys, I did not realize how much I missed using Moroccan oil, but like I said, I will do a whole video sharing with you guys the products I use from Moroccan oil and how they work in my hair. So I went ahead and conditioned, then rinsed it out, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish off our hair. Okay, you guys, so now that my hair is washed, what I went ahead and did, as you guys saw in the video, my camera did die and then it got foggy in there, so it was a little difficult to really show you guys what I did after. So what I ended up doing was I did rinse out the shampoo, and my hair definitely feels very clean. I'm glad I chose that shampoo. It was a little difficult to get the buildup off of the front areas, and still till now I kind of see like there's a little bit of buildup, but I did go back in like 3 times to just like really scrub each of the front braids. But I don't know, I do have to take them out sooner than I expected because of work related purposes, and then I didn't realize I had a curly haircut scheduled for next week. I think I mentioned it in this video earlier. I didn't realize it was actually so close, so I do have to get rid of these very soon, even though I really love them. But anyways, so as you guys saw, I did have them, I don't know if I even showed you guys when I first got them done, probably not. So my ends were curlier. Like these are kind of just, last time I curled these was, I want to say like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. So what we're going to do is go ahead and prep our hair to actually refresh these ends because they look kind of dead and they don't look really wavy like they normally do, and it looks really nice when it's like fresh and it looks good. So we're going to prep for that. So what you're going to need is 4 hair ties. You don't necessarily need the hair ties, but I like to because I like to separate where I want it to start the braid, because you do have to braid your ends. So where I want my curl to start is where I put the hair tie. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna need hot water. So you're gonna want to use like pretty boiling hot water, but you got to be careful with this step because typically when you get it done professionally, the braider does it for you. But you want the water to be super hot, kind of like undrinkable, but can possibly burn you, but not give you like a 3rd degree burn. Like you got to be careful. You want to make sure that it's hot enough where it's like steaming hot water. So you're gonna want to make sure you're like prepped for that. So you're gonna need some towels and all the things, but you're gonna need some hot water, you're gonna need mousse, and you're gonna need your blow dryer. So you're gonna need 4 hair ties, a blow dryer, hot water, and mousse. So I'm gonna get myself situated and we'll start getting prepped for. So like I said, you're gonna need 4 hair ties, and you're gonna use each hair tie, like I said, where you want your curls to start. So for me, I'm gonna split my hair in 4 sections. So 2 on each side. We're gonna go ahead and tie it where we want our curl to start. So now that these are all set, we're gonna go ahead and braid the ends of each of these little sections. You wanna make sure you braid underneath the hair tie. You're gonna just start braiding down to each one. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it's for. So kind of like separate where you want it to be a regular braid towards a wavy ended braid. So I'm gonna go ahead and braid each section right now. So once all your sections are braided, go ahead and grab your hot water. Make sure you put it in a hot water safe little container. I have this giant mason jar that I had fingers crossed that it wouldn't, you know, explode on me. So I did do the little test and it stayed perfectly fine. So we're gonna be using a giant mason jar. But yeah, so my hair is all braided. I do have my towel ready just to, you know, remove the excess water from my hair. So I'm gonna set that up. And this is the hot water I'm going to be using. As you guys can see, it is steaming. Can you guys see that? You want it to be super hot. So I'll start with this side. I'm gonna go ahead and dip each braid. Squeeze the excess water from it. Then I'm gonna repeat the same thing to all the braids. They like to unravel, which is a little annoying, so you have to just make sure you braid it as far down as possible. And then dip it, because when you dip it, it just seals, so. So once you successfully dip your ends, you want to go ahead and dry off all the excess hot water, but just be careful because it is going to be hot. Okay, so next you want to grab a mousse of your choice. I am using the Tresemme Extra Hold Volumizing Mousse. It does have a strong hold for the most part. It is 4 hold. I like this one when I have braids because it smells really good and it does give me some good hold. So we're going to go ahead and add some mousse to just the bottom area. And we're gonna go ahead and diffuse that as well. So we're gonna just add the mousse just to seal the braid, and then we're gonna dry it with the diffuser and then unravel. So I'm gonna speed up through that part. Okay, so now I got my blow dryer and we're gonna go ahead and just dry out these ends and then we'll unravel together. Okay, so the sun is a little funny. It's coming in very interestingly in my bathroom, but we're gonna work with it. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the braids so we can see the results. At this point, you could have already taken this out, the hair tie, but if you want, you can wait till the end. It doesn't really make a big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and unravel them and then we will just see our final results. Lighting is not letting me be great, but I have to move over this way so you guys can see. Look how pretty the ends are. Now, I will say my ends are a bit too straight, the ending part of it, but it doesn't look bad together. It's just hard to stick them together. So maybe I might go in with a gel next time to kind of just like make sure they stay, or I could actually tie it with like a little hair tie. But overall, I kind of like the more distressed look, kind of like effortless, not too perfect. So I did learn this from my braider. My braider did give me like a little crash course on how to maintain the waves. And what I will say is that they last quite some time. Like, it depends on how you like your braids to look. If you like it to always look like super perfect, then I definitely recommend doing it more often. But the last time I did my little wave session was when I was away, and I did it out there, I want to say about a week ago. Definitely about a week ago, and they weren't that bad. Like, now obviously they're more refreshed and they look good, and I don't think that from now till I take my braids out I will refresh them, because I'm going to be taking them out very soon, which makes me very sad because they do look very pretty and still have a lot of life left to them. But that's something that comes with what I do, that I can't really maintain styles like this for too long, because a lot of the work that I do has to, you know, my hair is required for the work that I do. So I mean, it is what it is. I do get to enjoy protective styles from time to time, but just not for as long as most people keep them in. But I am happy, and I do feel like I got to live them out as much as, you know, even though people think I could have left them in longer, whatever, I'm happy with them. I think they turned out really good, and I'm happy. I did think I was supposed to take them out a little sooner, but I mean, I was able to keep them in longer than I expected to keep them in, so I'm happy about that. And honestly, I can't wait for my next protective style. I just love how it switches up your look a little bit. It gives you like a new vibe, and I do feel like the smaller knotless braids are definitely my thing. Like, do you guys see how perfect these parts are? I could never. I could never. But I will be doing a quick video. I think I'm gonna do one more video about these braids. Oh, well, 2 more, because I do want to show you guys the takedown process and the first wash and go that I do post braids, how I care for my hair after braids and all of that. So I'm probably going to share with you guys how long this took, my thoughts on this style. I kind of give you guys a little brief thought process on how I feel about it, but I will get more into depth of how I feel about these braids. Are they worth it? But yeah, so overall I do really like them, but there are some pros and cons to this look for sure. We'll be sharing those thoughts with you guys in another video. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss another video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.